All right. What's going on? Hope y'all doing good. We are on live at YouTube, Facebook, Tickety Talk, and Instagram. All right. I'm going to be here live for about 30 minutes answering your questions. Welcome to drop the questions in the chat box. Also, we'd love to hear good news. Even if you file your case by yourself, you have your own attorney, share the good news, okay? Because there's a lot of negativity out there, of course, done by the White House. All right. There are also a lot of negative things happening because people mess up their cases. Sometimes they hire a notario, consultant, which is a paralegal. Y'all got to watch out, okay? Please, if you consider hiring a professional, make sure they're a professional, meaning a licensed attorney, okay? It is not normal to have a consultant for immigration, not in the United States, okay? Even though people portray themselves to be consultants. So just keep that in mind, okay? We don't want to normalize that. In other countries, I don't want to name the country because I feel like there are consultants in other countries generally for immigration. I get that because some people need help with the visitor visa application, whatnot. But in America, if you have someone else file your paperwork, we just get too many calls about people, their case shoulda, woulda, coulda. But unfortunately, in immigration, it's a concern. Sometimes there is no, let me press the rewind button. Okay. If anything, appeal, motion to reconsider, motion to reopen. But there are deadlines for that. So yeah, just beware because some people hire us, engage with us because they have some inconsistent statements that they had at the interview. Please keep tapping the screen. Click the thumbs up if you don't mind, if you're watching, because that lets me know. It really helps with the algorithm, but also lets me know that you appreciate the way I share information. Because there's a bunch of other immigration attorneys out there. We I'm sure have different ways of sharing information. I know I usually share the negative stuff, but really, I'm just trying to help you avoid those kind of problems. So, one of the topics today is don't hire a consultant. If you're gonna look, if you file your case yourself, or you did have one of those consultant or notaries before, okay, you did it. You can't change the past. But if you have not had your interview yet, you really should consider our team here at Green Card Guys to help you prepare for the interview and be there at the interview with you. If I cannot personally be there, I always have a colleague step in my place. Okay. We call that, I think between attorneys, we call that coverage attorney. All right. Some might call it like of counsel. You want to make sure you're taken care of because time and time again, I would say at least 80% of people who ask us to help with that service, they did not provide sufficient evidence. The marriage certificate alone is not sufficient. They want to know that you have lived a life together. And just like an apartment lease is not enough. Some of you didn't even have a lease. Like some of you live with like your family, even if it's like a different building, you got like a family compound. That's cool. Man, that's amazing. I don't know if I want to be that close to family. Just kidding. We love our family. Okay. But the thing is, some of you don't have it documented. With immigration cases, you have to have things documented, or USCIS will just not believe you. You can say certain things in an interview, like, "Oh, I live with my family, so I don't have a lease." They're not gonna, it doesn't matter. You got to have something showing that you live together. So if not that, the alternative is some kind of bills in the same name. Now I get it. Some of you are on live and don't have a marriage case. That's okay. The majority of people have a marriage case. So I just want to share some tips But if you have a question about something else, welcome to ask. Okay. All right. One of the things we want to do here is in terms of insights to share with you is if you're outside of the United States, we have the intention to share information so that you can avoid coming to the US without status, sin papeles, okay? Don't come to America without papers. And I'm not trying to say that in the sense that like I'm trying to be like a MAGA or conservative. No, like literally just do it the right way because there's too many problems. You don't want to get cut up and get detained by ICE. Like, forget that. And I get it. In the past, a lot of people don't have options. But how the internet is now, there's so much information. Like, there are options to come to America legally. So some people like think like, well, I'm not married to a spouse who's a U.S. citizen. Okay, you don't have to be married to a spouse who's a U.S. citizen. If you're already outside the United States, there are other options. Okay, maybe not so much the H-1B, but even then, a lot of people say when I mention H-1B, like, well, I gotta get a sponsor. How do I meet a company? Like, the internet is, there's just so much information. There's really no excuses. Even people I know that get interviewed, like I just had an interview today, right? Like we do things virtually. Okay. So yeah, some companies that require interview in person, then forget them, right? Obviously. But you got to make connections. Okay, which by the way, if you're an F1 student, it's not just studying, okay? Like I did the best I could in school, right? I don't want to reveal my grades here, but let me just say I was not a mathematician, okay? But the other thing is that the main thing about school here in America is networking. You got to connect with people. Got to get some internships. Cannot magically assume that a company who you apply for a job and then they're just gonna somehow like your resume. Like you're gonna have shit on your resume. There's nothing on your resume. Just graduated school. I graduated 4.0. That don't mean shit, to be honest, in my opinion. I mean, you gotta show that you have some extracurriculars. I stacked my resume, and then guess what? I turned out to start my own company anyway. So y'all gotta know that. There's some ethnicities, some cultures we put our head down and study, study, study. That's just one part, okay? So just a little heads up in case you're wondering, like, how come no one's giving me interviews? Because a GPA is not enough, okay? It's so ingrained somehow in the legal industry, um, like you need to have a law review or you need to have certain things. Like, no, man, I don't check that for my associates. That'd be cool, that'd be great, but like not necessarily. But ultimately, you do need to have some extracurriculars. Okay, hope that helps. Really, that's the same advice for people who are U.S. citizens and residents here in America right now. Okay, college is not just for studying only, and not just for partying. Okay, just a quick tip there. Um, but to bring it back, circling it back for people who are outside the U.S., there are options for people who might own their own company, might be a manager, might be an executive of a company, maybe someone who has them, or doesn't have to be like a supervisor type role, but someone what immigration we call specialized knowledge. Let me just say, like for example, like an engineer. Just some, it doesn't, but it's a certain skill set, okay, of the company you work with that you have. All right, so that's something we can help with. We do have webinars about topics like this that not you don't necessarily need to have like a one-on-one strategy session unless you want to pay for it. But we in our webinars we do provide more information. So check that out in the link. All right, go to the profile. I do see some people want to join live, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But if you go to the link in the description down below of Facebook or YouTube, um, depending on platform, will help join the wait list for the webinar. All right, so I see that some people want to join live. So, and also mentioned from Sandy there on YouTube, what I say is true, and then you have to be willing to help your lawyer by being proactive in evidence. Absolutely. Like what we do, I mean, every law firm hopefully has a checklist, But like, look, the other day I was just talking. Who was I talking with? I think I was talking to a client, and they had a different lawyer before, right? I don't know why. I feel like we're the law firm to help you to get to the finish line. You might have hired someone before, and that's fine, right? You tried with them, and they just suck afterwards. I don't know what it is, but it's very concerning to me in the legal industry. So just beware, buyer beware, review, read the Google reviews, please. You ask your honey bunny, you ask your Pookie Bear, like, where are we going to eat tonight? You spend like 30 minutes. You spend like 30 minutes looking at Google reviews. You got to do the same thing for law firms, please. Because when you meet with me or my associates, my other team members, we just do it literally a quick Google search. Like I'm not here trying to judge you, but I'm just like, did you do a Google search? God damn it. Like you could have saved thousands of dollars, all this stress if you'd done a fucking Google research. Like that's all you had to do. Okay. So that's the only thing I'm going to judge you on. Okay. Let's get some people on now. Sorry, off my rant. Let's get to Journal in time. Then on deck is Jordan. And then after the Jordan is Jahaziel. Sorry if I mispronounced your names. Processing in. By the way, thanks for the taps. On TikTok, you can tap. It's free. You don't have to send any gifts. Tap and share down below. Hello there. Hello, Journal. Did you mean to join? Maybe not. Maybe this person cannot hear me. So let's bring on someone else. Jordan. And after Jordan, Jahilzio. Hello.
Hi,
Hello there. How can I help you?
hi, morning. I have a question. So I have a master hearing coming up in like 3 weeks or 4 weeks. My lawyer did file a motion for it to transition to virtual hearing.
Okay.
But we haven't heard anything back from the court as yet. Do you know how soon it normally take for them to review that?
The
I
motion?
wasn't appointed a judge. I had a visiting judge before because the judge that I was going to see, I think they changed it.
Mhm.
They put it as visiting judge one, and then they changed it to actually judge that's in the court. So, do you know how long they normally take to approve the virtual hearing?
I
Because
mean,
I live like 4 hours away from the
oh,
court.
and that's the closest court you think it is?
Yeah.
I mean, generally, I mean, I filed one. There's not. It's not the same for every court, right? They're packed, right? So I filed one a week ago, and they like granted it in like 2 days, and I would say I'm lucky in that sense. I've got some pretty good luck. But if it's been like a week, we'll call the court. Like my team is ready. That's part of our process. If it's been a week, no, there's nothing yet. We'll call the court and kindly ask the clerk, let them know I filed the motion. And you can call for your. I can't speak for your lawyer, but like I've told some people here live that look, if your lawyer's not not willing to call or the assistant willing to call to ask, this is how I recommend. Okay, kindly call the court or call the court clerk. Um, avoid that lunch hour because they're always off during lunch hour. The courts usually close around 3 p.m. your time for the clerk's desk. So when you get through on the phone, you get a clerk on the phone, let them know my attorney filed a motion for WebEx appearance and then they'll probably ask you for the what's it called, the A number and the judge maybe, and they ask, is there any chance to have this motion on the queue or in the queue for this judge, if you don't mind? I think if you just ask it that way, because some people might call in and say, hey, I filed my motion. How come you guys didn't decide? Like, look, they get thousands of mail. So you can't assume, that they should just have it ready for the judge that easily. That's
Right.
not how it works, right? So
My
just
my my
yeah.
my lawyer did file it like probably 2 months before the hearing.
Oh well, that's quite a while. So it's time to call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. If your attorney is one, I mean, again, I don't want to assume, but if they haven't followed up, I mean, it's just part of our process. 1 week after we call. Hmm.
He said they did follow up. They did. The paralegal said they did follow up, but they see where the court accepts the application. Some of the motion is just for the judge now to make a decision.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. At least they tried to call.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck to you. Um, the other thing I like to say is that sometimes law firms, I just don't know why it is, but sometimes law firms say, "Oh yeah, we did file it," and they don't share that document with you. We have a shared Dropbox with our clients, so they have access, and so it's good to if you don't see it in there, like because sometimes we have it in our own folder, we didn't share copy it over. That happens. So if you don't see it in there, just ask your attorney, hey, do you mind sharing a copy of the motion? Because with the file stamp or even online portal, we have attorneys have access to ECAS portal, and it has like the files uploaded. So just for peace of mind, can I see a screenshot of the portal? Like I don't mind. We love to provide peace of mind to our clients. So all right, let's see. I know someone else wanted to join. Oops, maybe that person hopped off. All right, hope y'all doing well. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, September 24th. There's already breaking news today. Oh, smokes. Breaking news today. There was a pew pew activity in Dallas, Texas, at the ICE office. So far, from the Dallas Morning Newspaper, uh, we don't know who was pew pew. We don't know who was the two people who were unalived and I think one or two people wounded at a hospital. We don't know if those people were working for ICE. So there shouldn't be any assumptions that even about that fact, and there should not be assumptions that the pew pewer was a immigrant. Okay, but that's the story so far. And if I get an update about that, I'll certainly share with you. I don't normally share this stuff. Not that I wouldn't. It's just that I used to live in Dallas. So I used to have an office in Dallas. So I'm just a little bit more in tune with what's going on there as well. All right, let's see here. Oh, there you are. Okay, Jahil Zeal. Let's get you on.
Hey,
Hello
good
there.
morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, I have a quick question. I'm just wondering why it's taking too much for the green card by U.S. visa. Like it's taking 2 years, 3 years.
You're outside America. Mm-hmm.
I'm inside America.
You're inside now, and you're
Yeah,
still
I
you.
have a new visa.
Oh, you have the U visa. Okay. Have you been approved yet, or you're still pending the AOS?
No, no, no. I have my 3 years, but my question is, why is taking so time to do the green card? I submit my application, but it's taking like 3 years to send me the green card.
Well, let's take a step back. Has it been approved yet, or you just talk
Yeah,
about
everything
processing?
is approved. No,
It's
no,
been
it been
approved.
approved.
The
Yeah,
485 has been approved.
yeah. The last time that I have my A19, it was 11/18/2022.
Uh huh. Oh, that's when the U visa expired, 2022.
No, no, no. That's when they sent me my the A19.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, they said it will be 3 years when I need to submit my green card.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Let's try not to use the word green card because that's the actual card. I think what you mean is the 485 application. Okay.
No, okay. I have the A19
Mm-hmm.
for 3 years.
Right. That's the
Now
U
I need to do my green
for
card now.
yeah, the adjustment of status application, the
Yes,
485.
adjustment status. Yeah.
Okay. Have you filed that already?
Not yet because I need to be 3 years. Next month is gonna be
Oh,
two
okay.
months. It's gonna be 3 years. But my question is, why is taking so long to process the green card?
I still don't get your question because you haven't filed you're not ready to file the application. Why is it 3 years in general? Why is it a wait time basically?
Yes.
I wouldn't know that
Yes.
answer. That's just Congress. That's just something they set in law.
Oh.
Yeah. So even if
Okay.
I had an answer, it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
Congress doesn't give a shit. I don't know. I don't. There's some things that don't make sense, unfortunately, with Congress. I think they just want to extend it out. It's kind of similar to the uh, proposal that Representative Salazar from Florida and Escobar from Texas proposed, the Dignity Act, because y'all need to dignify yourselves through this act. It's ridiculous. So that one had like
Because I
a
wait
long-term
almost
program.
9 years. I wait for 9 years, and I need to wait for 3 more years. So it's like
Yeah,
it's
that one, the
what?
3 years is set by law, so you can't.
Yeah.
But as soon as that 3 years hit, which I think you said next month for you,
Yeah.
apply as soon as possible. Okay. Hmm.
Okay. So I need to wait for the same date that it get approved my A19, or I can submit it now.
No, you have to wait 3 years, exactly 3 years, no earlier than 3 years. I know you're excited, you're ready, but it's going to get rejected if you file too early.
Okay. So
Okay.
I need to be 11/18/2025, right?
Sounds like it. But yeah, that's where a law firm can help you. Um, if you need our help, um, because we keep track of timing. I mean, you're pretty close anyway, but um, yeah, just help you
All
try to
right.
avoid
Thank
some
you.
problems. Okay, good luck to you.
Yeah.
All right. There. So that was a little bit different. Not really a deadline. That's just more like earliest filing date in a sense. 3 years of U visa. Then you can apply for residency, resident card, aka the green card, not the gold card. By the way, don't get confused with the gold card. Just a quick comment. And I'll record a video about it later. But there's no fucking such thing as a gold card. Made shit up. Okay. Only Congress is authorized to issue create these categories. Okay. He can't just switcheroo with EB1 and EB2 apparently and switch it for a gold card. Doesn't make sense. Okay. So just in case you have plenty of dinero for yourself anyway, the 1 mil individually or 2 mil, just hold on to that. Okay. Just pay for your kids' education. Save that. In your retirement before you try to get money to the Trump, please, for the love of God. Even if you're MAGA, okay? If you're MAGA watching this, please. Oh shoot, I just said that keyword. I hope they don't show these videos to those people. I'm just kidding. All right. So if you want to join live, you're welcome to ask your question. Let's see here. And if you're a client, you're always welcome to share feedback, although it is preferred through the link. But you're always willing, always happy, welcome to for you to share feedback because we're always trying to improve. Okay, we're actually open to that. Okay, I see some questions here. Baby doll, you just got your VAWA receipt notice. After 168 days, USCIS received your package April 7th. Jeez. Thank you for sharing, baby doll. Um, That's ridiculous. I don't know what it is, but VAWA typically is the slowest to send out the receipt notice. They they're ridiculous. I don't understand. Maybe I need to record a video about that too. Let me add that to my recording agenda so people know. Most people don't know this, right? So let me add a task real quick. Video topics. Okay. By the way, if I've been helpful to you somehow, even if it's not related to your own case, please tap the screen, click the share button, and you can copy the link. Apparently, that works for the tapping platform. If you're on YouTube and Facebook, you can click the thumbs up. Please don't click the thumbs down if that even exists. I don't remember. Too many platforms to remember. All right, let's see. Let's get going. And if you're on joining live on TikTok, apparently this app might be going away. So welcome to connect with me on the other platforms. You could join our listserv, but the other platforms, it's should be the same name, at Green Card Guys. All right, let's see here. Let's get Anan Asim. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on? How can I help you today?
Hey, got a quick question. So my wife has that 2-year green card.
Okay.
So I did all the paperwork, everything. I went to Google search renewal green card, and I-90 popped up.
Mm-hmm.
So I filled the I-90, which is commonly mistake I read, and filled that out. 90-day period, got that extension letter, everything, and got the fingerprints done.
Uh-huh.
And then I think a week ago got the denial letter from USICS saying I felt like I spelled the wrong paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
But I sent that paperwork before I got that denial letter. But my green card was expired like I think a week ago when I sent the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be any issue or anything? But I did explain everything, I found the wrong paperwork.
Uh-huh.
Went to a fingerprint and everything.
You explain to who and how?
Like when I sent my I-7051.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I think they said like you just explained to the USIC you made a mistake and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's good that you explained something, but late filings is okay, but of course, especially given 2025, don't want to wait on it. But yeah, it's fine. At least you got it on file. So now you have the receipt notice, extension notice.
I did have the extension order from them when I did I-90. Like I got 36 or 48, I think.
What about the 751?
I sent that last Thursday, I think.
Oh,
and
okay.
I received it Saturday, and I still haven't got anything yet.
Yeah, it's only been a couple days. So yeah, generally receipt notices take about 3 weeks or so. So it's not too bad.
But my question was like, filing late wasn't being an issue or anything, would it be? Like, that's like I said, I just dumbly like applied I-90. Because like I said, I-90 pop up renew green card, and I was like, okay, cool, I fill out the application.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as you got it filed, so you could avoid getting referred to court.
Okay, cool. All right, appreciate it, sir.
Okay, thanks. 1 second, y'all. I got apparently a tortilla burning. 1 second. All right. That happens when we try to multitask here. Be careful what you're cooking while having a live show. Just a little FYI. All right. So I was like, I thought I smelled something. All right. And that was a thing I have. That's the other thing. If you have your own live show, don't stream on your phone. Because my wife sent me a message. Breakfast burrito. Yeah, something like that, Maria. I still don't have time to eat. So yeah, don't live stream on your actual phone device, because I got a message and I couldn't see it because I was live on Instagram on that one. All right, let's get Kiru, and then on deck is Butterfly. Yeah, I do need to mute for the future. Yes, that's okay.
Might hear some noise background.
That's okay,
So
no problem.
my question is, if you change school and you submitted a different I-20, should you upload a new I-20 on the portal?
If you change schools, was that your question?
Yeah, while the OS is pending.
Yeah, if you got a new I-20, you definitely want to update the SEVA system. But I don't know how that all works. We don't usually deal with I-20s.
Should you upload that on the system to show that the status is still active or not?
If that's what you're normally supposed to do, if that's what you've done before, I don't know. I would ask your DSO to ask if you need to do that. Because we lawyers don't deal with that. So, because that's what the school specifically. Okay. All right. Thank you for asking, though. But yeah, anything you got to do to make sure you're complying with the law for sure. I would think that's something the DSO could answer for you. Hopefully. Okay. All right. Good luck to you. RP, have I looked into OBS to multi-stream of various? So StreamYard does have an option to I thought I saw something with TikTok, but it just, they have an option with Instagram, but they make it more complicated than it needs to be. And I know that if I were using a Windows computer, which I have one like tucked to the side just in case, like backup to the backup, that I could share my screen on TikTok. It's interesting. All right, let's get Butterfly, then Journal in Time, then Sunny. Hello, Butterfly.
Hello.
Hello.
And thank you for answering my question.
Sure.
So, last year, just 1 month before, I applied for the I-751 to remove the condition. I got arrested and charged with petty theft. They gave me 20 hours community service. I did it, and that was dismissed. The attorney, he said, there is no conviction, you are good to go. So I applied without a waiver. I have been reading since last year, It takes a while.
Yes.
So I was thinking to apply for citizenship, but I'm very scared. What do you advise me?
Well, do you have a lawyer currently?
I do, but I'm not with them. I have a disagreement with him because he took the money and he wasn't upfront with me from the beginning. Then he said you need to hold on until you get your 10-year green card and then you can apply for citizenship. I don't know if this is true or not.
No, that's not true. But you said you used the word waiver?
I'm sorry?
You used the word waiver earlier, so you filed jointly or with a waiver?
No, yes. We filed jointly. I'm still married.
Okay, so joint.
You don't need that. There's no conviction. So if you take a look on the disposition, there's really nothing. Length, nothing. Plead guilty, nothing. Fine, nothing.
Okay, that's good.
No, nothing.
Okay, that's good. How long have you been a resident? What is a day of issuance? Let's do some math here.
I got my green card 2022, July 2022, and I applied last year, June last year, to remove the condition.
July 22, so 39 years. Oh yeah, so you're still married to the U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so then you can apply to become a citizen. Don't wait the full 10 years. That doesn't make any sense.
He said they're gonna deny you because you have arrest record.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, we would need a review. Oh, I mean, being arrested is not. By the way, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's weird. Some people said they cannot hear me.
I can hear you.
I didn't do anything. I didn't touch TikTok. What's going on here? Come on, TikTok.
I can hear you.
I don't know what to do, guys. Does anyone know TikTok? Has this happened to anyone?
You can hear me?
But they can't hear me. Well, I turned it up.
I can hear you.
Oh, can you go can you go somewhere else because it's too noisy? Maybe that's why.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Sure. You will. Yes.
Okay. Is that better, guys? Maybe?
Yes.
Okay, let me get real close to the iPad. Okay. So what we do is we review your documents, your criminal documents. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
hello. Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
I know you can hear me. I don't know why you can hear me, but no one else. That's weird. Okay. If I'm gonna hop off now, she's perfectly. That's weird. Okay.
No noise now. It's quiet.
Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. So, we're gonna review your criminal record, review the conditional bar, and then the permanent bar and all that. We'll share a screen. Make sure you're comfortable because by now you are eligible to apply for citizenship, and also the rule has changed for the civics test. We'll double the questions, and that's starting October 20th. Okay.
Am I eligible or not eligible?
Well, I got to review your documents. I can't tell you right now, but you should be based on what you've said. But we'll have to check. Okay. So schedule a meeting right up here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Should I call you to book a consultation?
You could do that, or you can click this, or go to my profile and click here, or type it in the browser. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. On TikTok, I'm gonna end the live show and then come back on. Well, she just hopped off. So can you guys hear me now? That's weird. Now you can hear me. Why? Okay, so on YouTube, you can hear me. Okay, good. That is weird. Maybe we should not have her on the background live. That was weird. That was pretty loud. She was like in some kind of food hall or something. Maria asked me, did they change the guideline amount for sponsorship under I-130? You talk about the 864p? For many years, I was doing pretty good remembering the 864p chart. So let me take a quick look. It looks the same. Yeah, they did change it March 1st, 2025, Maria. And let me see if I can share my screen real quick for y'all on that one. By the way, if y'all have ideas on like content or how to do the content, let me know. We're always open to ideas. I do have wigs. I just have not used that in a while. Okay, so Maria, you can see here that these poverty guidelines are effective beginning March 1st, 2025. Okay, so I guess it changed several months ago. And they only change it once a year. Okay, I hope that helps. All right, let's go to the next person. Yeah, it's like her phone muted mine. That was really weird. But she could hear me at the same time. Totally weird. All right, do we handle detained habeas cases? Yes, we do. Limited cases, though. In general, we handle limited removal cases. Honestly, because we don't want to be running around with our head cut off. Okay, honestly, because they're just too. When the law firms that you might not hear back from in a timely manner, It's because they take on too many cases. So yes, I'm always hiring for attorneys, by the way, if you're an attorney. But it just depends on the experience too. Let's see. But yeah, these detained cases, if you entered without inspection, you have to assume, unfortunately, that your bond is going to be denied. But with the strategy plan that you're going to have a law firm file a federal lawsuit for a habeas petition, okay, you have to be ready for that. So it's unfortunately the long game. The U.S. government are doing things clearly, if you haven't noticed yet, doing certain things to find ways to basically cripple you mentally, emotionally, and then legally. Okay, so you really got to stick it out if you want to stay here. Now, if you get removed from the United States, don't come back without documentation. Okay, you might have a family member who could sponsor you. You might have a potential employment-based pathway, even if you start your own company. Okay, let's have a conversation before you think to pay a coyote thousands of dollars, which that money that you pay a coyote is like, you might as well do it the right way if you can. So just food for thought in case you were in that situation. All right, I think the next person is Journal in Time, then Sunny. So Journal in Time, I tried to get you on earlier, but it didn't work out, I guess. I got 8 minutes, guys. What's going on?
Good afternoon, sir.
How you doing? How can I help you?
I have my case now at NVC, immigrant visa.
Mm-hmm.
I wait for my interview, but in my case, I have a co-sponsor. But I don't know if I go to interview, it will be is me to be able to if they ask me question about the co-sponsor,
Mm-hmm.
the co-sponsor supposed to be someone I know well, or my wife is my wife to know him well. I don't know.
Nope. Could be a complete stranger. Could be a complete stranger.
Okay.
You don't have to know their kids. You don't got to know their social security number. It does not matter. As long as a resident or a U.S. citizen. Mm-hmm.
Is my wife or the co-sponsor?
Your wife. You're asking about the co-sponsor. Well, you know your wife, but I'm talking about your co-sponsor.
Right now, I'm in Togo with my husband.
Uh-huh. Hello.
He had been approved for everything.
Okay.
But he was concerned because he knows the co-sponsor, but I don't know the co-sponsor as well as he do.
Oh, that's okay.
Would that be a problem?
That's okay. It sounds like you're the U.S. citizen, right?
Yes, I'm the U.S. citizen.
Okay. You're not going to be interviewed.
I'm in this country.
Yeah, you're visiting now, but you're not going to be interviewed. It's just him.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to know?
No, nothing.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
follow for more, okay? What? Uh-huh.
Yes, as long as the co-sponsor meets the criteria, we wouldn't have no problem, right?
Yeah, you don't have to know the person. Yeah, that's okay. Do you have an interview coming up?
We haven't got no interview date yet.
Oh, did you get an email? Not to bring up any issues, but did you get an email that says from National Visa Center you're documentarily complete or qualified?
Yes, it's qualified.
All right, great. Okay, great. If it's past a year since that date of the interview, then you definitely contact the office, okay? To sue the government, but hopefully you get the interview soon, okay? All right,
Okay,
wish you the
thank you
best.
very much.
You're welcome. Take care. All right, let's see. So that's an example, just future thinking, put problems that have happened to other people. Hopefully it does not happen for any of y'all, okay? So let's get the next person on. Oh, my dog is barking at an Amazon delivery person probably. Let's get Sunny on. You're welcome, Maria. Hello, Samantha and Violet. You can.
Sir, thanks for joining me.
Sure.
And you give me a chance to talk.
Sure.
So I applied. So I came here visitor and applied everything. Married to US citizen and applied I-130, I-485, and work permit and advanced pro. So I-485 still pending. I-130 approved a year ago. So they sent me RFE a year ago. It asked me to medical and affidavit of support again. And we sent it, and we haven't heard anything.
Since then, when was that? Oh man. Right, we were finally getting to the question. Your signal is really bad. Sonny, you might be able to hear me, but I'm gonna disconnect you. But send me a DM, okay? Let me know when you file the response. Your signal's kind of bad, okay? Oh, sorry, I feel bad. But maybe he was driving or something. But all right, I got like 2 minutes. Let me see. There was a question on YouTube about from Nitin. That person's on OPT right now, and the employer will file first H-1B next March. Since the person's U.S. with the 100,000 proclamation fee apply, whether filed as COS or consular. Look, first of all, immigration attorneys in general believe that this 100,000 is illegal. Okay, so but based on the language, which is like based on the proclamation, it doesn't even matter because CBP issued a guidance afterwards, like less than 24 hours, and want to clarify the situations. Like, go figure. Which is not that the presidential proclamations and even executive orders generally are not that specific. So it's just weird that it was pretty specific, and then customs, they walked it back a little bit. So that's just how the government is these days. Unfortunately, they don't know what they're doing. So, but generally speaking, it's supposed to apply to if it goes through and stays, which it shouldn't, but it should be struck down through the courts. But yeah, it's intended to be new applicants, new petitions in general. Okay. Which I don't even think it clarified when it would be triggered, meaning like I would think it'd be after the petition's approved for the H-1B, not before, because some people don't get approved. So that'd be a waste of money for everyone. Sandy, you're welcome. GG, got a 21-year-old son petition for you and scheduled in for biometrics. Okay, as a U.S. citizen, yeah, that is a bit strange. Generally, the U.S. citizen sponsor is not required to do biometrics, but now they're doing that. There still hasn't been enough data for us to figure out why they're doing that. I think it's supposed to be an intimidation factor. JT's thoughts on that, but even the crimes that a sponsor should be concerned about that would affect a petition when it's related to the Adam Walsh Act, crimes against children. So other than that, the government right now is just wasting time doing biometrics for sponsors. All right, let's see. By the way, okay, all right, Sonny, let's get you back on, but I only got a minute now. Yes, we help with I-130s. Yeah, sir, you need to do yours ASAP.
Sorry, I guess I lost my.
That's okay. What's up? What's your question?
So my question is, so this is the second time I'm gonna receive the RFE.
Okay.
After like 14 months. So the whole process is taking like more than 2.5 years. So my question is, it says that it's RFE on the online portal. It could be, is the possibility it could be an interview letter or not?
Have you had an interview yet?
No.
Okay, you're gonna get it. You're most likely gonna have an interview. So you need to start preparing for the interview.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably send me RFE, and when I send the evidence, they probably schedule me for the interview, or they already sent me, because the online portal doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't give as much detail as y'all hope. I mean, I wish it did, but it doesn't. But just because they receive the RFE response doesn't mean that you're going to get the interview notice in like 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month later, you know. So alrighty. So I don't know if I can answer your question, but you need to start preparing for the interview. Absolutely. Okay. That's really the only thing you can do right now. But yo, Sonny, we've talked about this before for mandamus. You're welcome. But if your case takes another 6 months and no interview, you need to contact our team about mandamus lawsuit. Okay. Because I'll probably make it 3 years waiting.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Wish all the best. I know there's a couple people that are joined live or want to join live. I'm so sorry. Please go ahead and click the plus sign on this app. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, click the subscribe, follow. Do what you got to do, because I will try my best to come live tonight. I tried last night, then I fell asleep with the kids. So, you know, I think sleep is necessary, right? So, but I will try. Maybe 10 p.m. All right, y'all have a good night. 10 p.m. Central, by the way. Peace.